We done stole Charlie's truck to go fishing today. Turkeys are gobbling, sap's rising, fish is gonna be on bed. Let's go catch them. Guys, we are out here on a little sneaky lake in Middle Tennessee. That's as far as I'm going. It is the first day of April, April Fool's Day, and we're about to go catch some bass. So anytime I'm fishing in April, it really simplifies things a lot for me. I don't scope a bunch. These fish are going to be on the bank some way or the other. Kind of cloudy, overcast, got a little wind. We're gonna start with a spook and a spinner bait, see if we can get a few bites, and then go catch us some more. I'm gonna show y'all how we do it. So we've been here about 10 minutes. Picked up the spook, just running down the bank. Had a decent one to eat it like twice, but didn't get it. So I tried him like 2 more casts. He didn't eat it again, so I picked up a wacky rig. And if there's one bait in the spring, in April, around the time fish are on bed, it's a wacky rig. Get it, throw it around the bank. It's the simplest thing in the world. It catches all of them. Big ones, little ones, medium-sized ones, 3-pounders, 4-pounders, 5-pounders, whatever. As a wacky rig, everybody talks about it. Not a lot of people really go in depth on it because it's so simple. Guys, it's the easiest thing in the world. I always try to skip it. To me, it looks like a little bluegill or something running across the water. Even if I'm not skipping it in under tree limbs or anything like that, even in open water, I still skip it. And it's really quick. You can cover a lot more water than you think, even though it falls slow. So all I do is I skip it in there, I twitch it up once, let her sink back down to the bottom, twitch it up again, let it sink back down to the bottom, reel it in and cast it again. It's almost like flipping, just with a little bit slower fall. But 90% of the time, they're gonna eat it on that very initial cast in there. So anytime you find a bed fish, their bed may be this big around, but there's gonna be one spot that they're super protective of. I don't know if that's where their eggs are. I don't really know what causes that. But this fish is on a big white spot, but right in the dead center of it is kind of where it's super protective. And I've got it to bite twice.
I thought she turned.
I bumped her in the tail that time. Yeah. And then we got her. So I thought this one was a little male, and it was. So I ended up running through like 3 different baits. See, it's a male, it's pissing. It's always gonna be the males. But I ended up going through 3 different baits just messing with this thing, and it reacted a little bit better to this D-bomb. Go back over here, buddy. And you've just got to piss them off. Like it turns into a cat and mouse game of how many times you can get that bait in there. You've got to make super accurate cast, and you need to be able to see. And that was the 5th or the 6th time that fish had bit. But just kept shaking it. That's what, on the back of your rod, you just barely hit it, and it makes that bait quiver, and that's what I was doing. Picked up, swam off, and we finally caught her. This is a better one than the last one. I think it's like a 2-pounder. I was wrong. Not a 2-pounder, but God, they're still fun to do it like that. I don't really care how big they are. I just freaking like catching them when you can see them. Catching little bucks. I don't know what that one is. That may be a Democrat fish. Anytime you're bed fishing, the biggest question is how quickly can I make that fish bite and how big it is. Now, we're out here just filming a YouTube deal today, so I'm catching little ones, that kind of thing. If I'm fishing a tournament, I'm not even casting at them. I'm driving around as quickly as I can on my trolling motor and marking beds. And I'll actually take a picture on my phone of the bed and then whatever's behind it. That way I can come back and know exactly where that is. Biggest key, be stealthy. Like, wear a light colored shirt against a light background. That actually helps quite a bit. And then to find the fish that's gonna eat, they've gotta make small circles. If you flip in there and they swim out and they don't come back for 30 seconds or maybe a minute, then that one's probably not gonna eat. But if you flip in there and that fish swims out, makes a really small circle and comes right back to the spot, you're going to be able to piss that fish off enough eventually, if it hasn't already been caught, to make them bite. So that's super important, is reading the fish behavior and trying to figure out which fish are gonna bite and which ones are just kind of not really locked on yet. That'll catch you a lot more. I'm doing the literal worst thing you can do. Heard great Jason Christie say one time, they asked him, like, when do you know when to stay and when to leave on a bed fish? Like, that's a big question. He said, when it becomes personal. And I'm fighting with a 12-incher right now, and it's personal. I know I should leave, but I just can't. Can't see him now. Got it. Told you there was one there, Scoot. Guys, a first cast is always going to be the best one on any bed fish if you can stay back away from them, not let them know you're there. Skipped a wacky rig under there. Caught us a little male. I love bed fishing. April's just a great dang time of year. Go fishing. I use a weedless. This is an Owner Jungle weedless wacky. I've been playing with it. There's a bunch of different hooks that I really like. I like the titanium guards on it. Again, it lets you get in cover, get out of cover, that kind of thing. I always use an O-ring. I like the crossover rings. I like the regular ones. It really don't care. I'm a fan of an old school Senko, just Gary Yamamoto Senko. I think the fall rate's perfect. They tear up, you lose a lot of them, but they get bit, and it falls a little faster than most. I got my drag sense down, and I give them beans when they bite. So it's not while it's on a fairy wand and it's a little bit finessey, I don't consider this a finessey technique at all. And you get some really aggressive bites. Now, most of the time you need to have slack in your line to let that thing fall straight. So it's kind of hard to tell when you get a bite. Watch your line. Watch your line. Watch your line. Just caught one a second ago that was on completely slack line. I was just watching my line. My line went thump, reeled down, the fish was there. They're either going to do that or you're just going to pick up and it's going to be swimming off. They'll swallow it if you give it to them long enough. So don't worry about tight lining them. Sometimes I'll go to pop it and one's got it. It's a Senko. It's super soft. They're going to keep it. And catching little bass. But you can go down a bank like this. It's got a bunch of overhanging limbs, a bunch of cover. Just a fat little male. Close to being on bed. Little wacky worm fish. Got trees blooming. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful spring day. And this is my #1 search bait when they go to spawning. Now I'll use this when I'm rolling down the bank pretty quick, trying to find them. Any light spot, any dark spot, anything I see that looks a little bit different in the water, even if it's too deep to see one anywhere, then I will still throw this wacky worm at them and you'll catch them 7 out of 10 times. A lot of times it'll show you a fish will just flash on it and not get it, and then you can come back and fish for that fish on bed. But throw it in laydowns, throw it in grass, throw it around, like literally throw it anywhere you want to throw it that a fish has got a chance to be spawning, and you're going to catch a bunch of them. And I like reeling these son of a guns in. So guys, this is a female. How you can tell, she got a red asshole. Males are gonna pee on you when they're spawning. Females got a red asshole. Now you know which ones you're catching. Got her. Oh my gosh! No! That's like a 4-pounder, dude. Ah! My man Scoot said, "Why don't you try something white? That way you can see it." And I don't usually lose them, but occasionally you're gonna lose a bad fish. That was a good one. Dang it! Got him. Dude, he ate it off the top of the water. I'm gonna go out. Oh my God. That could have been the coolest bite I've ever had. Maybe not, because he's only like 12 inches. Ate a Chad shad. I barely caught the end of a limb and had twitched it twice, and he came up and ate it off the top of the water. Might need to go back to throwing a spook. Glide bait fish always catches giants. He's there.
He's still there. He's still on. Oh, I think he came out.
And that's why I use 14-pound leader on this thing. Because if it had been a 5-pounder, I would have still got him in. Around trees, everywhere. Again, you're gonna catch a lot of little bitty ones like that. That's a female. So check this out. You see the eggs coming out of her, so she was on bed. Those are baby bass eggs. Wacky worm. Just throw it. Don't be ashamed. It's okay. It's okay. It gets bit. Catches big ones. They don't ask you at the weigh in. They don't weigh no more if you catch them flipping. They don't weigh anymore if you catch them on a scoping. Get up on the bank, quit bitching, more fishing.